Welcome my boys and girls. I hope you're all doing it, having a great day. Today is gonna be a big one because we are testing a couple of different 5-star legendary gems, which I consider as a tier at the moment. The first gem is going to be Bloodsoaked Jade, and then we will be testing a bottle hope against the Haunt Coil. We'll see which gem comes on top. My Haunt Coil right now is at rank 6, and the same for the bottle hope, but this gem is a bit more upgraded. You can see 40% progression done, and the Bloodstock Jade is actually really close to being a rank 8, and so this is actually going to make the test a lot more interesting, at least in my opinion. Here what we're gonna do is first replace every single gem that we have equipped here and go with a Haunt Coil damage test. We will be using everything that we have, meaning the primary attack and the skills, and see the amount of damage we can get in 1 minute from a Haunt Coil. And then we're gonna do the same thing for the other two gems, which will be Bloodsoaked Jade and then Bottle Hope. I for sure somewhat think that the Haunt Coil is definitely gonna beat the Bottle Hope, but Bloodsoaked Jade is going to be a close one. And for this test, I will be removing the familiar here. The reason for that is sometimes the familiar can basically hit a training dummy on its own when you are not trying to do it. So let's go. This is going to be a test for the rank 6 Haunt Coil 1 minute test, and I'll stand somewhat close to the training dummy. This isn't the button mashing build. This is a different one that I play. It utilizes the skills and primary, and only spamming thing a skill that we have is going to be Meteor. So we'll see the amount of damage we can get in 1 minute from a Haunt Coil, and then I'm gonna go with a Bottle Hope next, and at the end it is gonna be the king of all gems. Well, at least the gem that is considered to be a king of all gems, Bloodsoaked Jade. The reason for that is a passive 10% movement speed. Some people prefer that even over Rolling Consequence, something I don't agree with personally, but let's see the amount of damage we can get. Couple of seconds and more. I'll just keep going here and just keep going for 5 more seconds. All right, getting a decent amount of damage. There we go. About 142 million damage is what I was able to get. I'm just gonna wait here until this stop hitting a training dummy. The shock just keep on happening, and I have like a lot of duration on the slow time. But anyhow, until then, what we're gonna do is 142 was the damage for a Haunt Coil. Now we're gonna remove this like that, and we're gonna put a rank 6 Bottle Hope here. This will be uncut version of a video, so we know that I am not doing any tempering here to make one gem look better than the other. And like I said, this is a bit more upgraded compared to Haunt Coil, but I still think Haunt Coil is going to do a bit more damage compared to Bottle Hope, and you're gonna find that out. Like 142 million damage is what we need to beat, and the gem is active. It has more resonance already. So let's see what can be done. Let's see if we can beat 142 million damage with the Bottle Hope or not. And I won't be surprised if it comes closer, but beating Haunt Coil is gonna be something else, because Haunt Coil not only increases the damage, it also has this damage over time thing that happens every 2 seconds. And also, by the way, I'm using Vitus Arches, that extended duration of Bottle Hope, and I'm also using Feasting Weapon that extend the harmful effect of the Haunt Coil. So all the gems will be taking benefit from the mechanics that basically prolong their duration. And let's see if we can beat the damage. I'm just taking a look at the skills right now. I want to do my best here and see if 142 million damage can be reached or not. And I don't think it will be getting that 142 million damage. And 131 is what we were able to get from Immortal Hope. That is a bit more upgraded than the Horn Coil, as expected. This was expected. Horn Coil is going to be a much better gem, in my opinion, not because it has more damage, but also it can activate on an individual target, and that is pretty powerful thing, at least in my opinion. Now, let's put on the king of all gems in a lot of people's opinion. Like I said, I don't believe that. I think a few of the gems nowadays are better. Rolling Consequence, Blood Flow, and Horn Coil. I think those are the top three. And after that, maybe we have the Bloodsoaked Jade, Colossus Engine, so on and so forth. All right, and let's see what we need to put here. Few gems, since it is dormant at the moment, and so we need to feed a lot and a lot of gems here. Svenson Haunting, and it should be working. So we have a lot more reso here, about 100 more reso compared to a Haunt Coil, which is going to make this test a lot more interesting. And also, this is rank 7, not rank 6, and also upgraded about 48% to rank 8. So let's see if this will beat 142 million damage. It better, I think it is gonna be that 142 million damage, honestly, because we will stay at maximum health. So the maximum amount of damage that we can get from blood flow is gonna be here. So let's see. I'm gonna start here with everything you guys will see, using all my primary and the skills, hitting this training dummy. And in real gameplay, I would like to add, most of the time you won't be at 100% HP, and because of that, the Bloodsoaked Jade damage isn't gonna be like at 100%, so you need to keep that in mind. Since we're standing here against the training dummy, we're getting that maximum bonus, but in most of the real gameplay, especially the harder content, you would be losing HP, and a Bloodsoaked Jade will not be giving you 100%. But anyhow, I'm gonna go for a couple of seconds more here and see if this will beat the Horn Coil. I'm just taking a look at the skills right now, spamming everything as quick as possible to see if this beats the damage of the Horn Coil. Alright, 141 million damage, that is about the same as the Horn Coil, and this was done at rank 7. That is actually surprising to my own self. And if we were to go and take a look at rank 7, the amount of damage we get, yeah, is 17%, and the amount of damage we get out of, let's see, a Horn Coil, it should be somewhere in here. There we have it. The amount of damage increase that we get is going to be 33%, and that is big because we can also extend this by having more harmful duration. So there we go. Bloodsoaked Jade rank 7 does almost same amount of damage that a Horn Coil at rank 6 does. Interesting test. This was my first time seeing it for myself. Anyhow, let me know in the comment section down below your feedback, your final thoughts. In my opinion, like I said, some of the newer gems like the Colossus Engine, Rolling Consequence, Blood Flow, Horn Coil, they are just pushing the power creep even more compared to some of the older gems like Portal Hope and even Bloodsoaked Jade. And I won't be surprised if some of these gems will be getting replaced next year in 2026. Like let's say Portal Hope, I think will become somewhat a gem. If you don't have it already at higher rank, newer players will prefer something else, especially if we get few more powerful gems. That is going to be my final thoughts. I'm signing off. I'll catch you all in the next one. Take care of yourself. Later, guys.